Heyo, it's OmniBros Live. Welcome. We are live and on the air. And when I say we, I mean me, OmniDog. Gabe the Babe will be joining us shortly. He's fresh off the floor at San Diego Comic-Con. So I can talk about IST as our sponsor, and I can also talk about them promoting our charity. So let's get this part fully finished. InStockTrades.com, where you can get up to 50% off your collected editions, where you get up to 2% loyalty discount, except I'm going to be giving you the OmniBros Live code that gets you 3% on everything this week. Over $50 gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. And here is the code. Yeah, watch your guys. The code for OmniBros Live to get your 3% off, I'll type it in, is comic book, whoops, not spelled that way, comic books for kids. Doink. That's the code. Comic books for kids, and I'm going to give you a link right now to the charity page on Facebook. What? Hang on. There it is. Going to give you a link. We are trying to raise a little bit of money for a fabulous charity. Let me get back here to Comic Books for Kids. There's the Facebook page where you can donate. Banana Jester, sorry, that 3% does not stack on the 2%. It is a straight 3% across the board. But you also, not only do you get 3% off the board, you get a chance. I just put the link in there to go to Facebook where you can donate to Comic Books for Kids, which is completely volunteer. 100% of their money goes to getting comic books, age-appropriate comic books, into the hands of children in hospitals. I spoke to the guy named Mark on Friday, and we are actually, we already hit our target thanks to you great viewers, but we're trying to raise even more. So I put the link in there for Comic Books for Kids, a totally legit, amazing charity. You rarely get a chance to find a charity that donates 100% of everything they get, because there's no overhead. It's completely volunteer. And IST is helping us promote it by making the code Comic Books for Kids, which gets you 3% off and is good until midnight Saturday, July 28th.
What up, Jess?
What up, dude?
How's it going?
Good. From San Diego Comic-Con, we have, well, he was there. Now he's back at home. We have Gabe from Gabe Infinity Watch.
I was like, holy crap, I just took my entire fucking house with me to San Diego.
That's right. Books and all.
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, man. A little bit of a spoiler on my haul. One of the things I got from the convention is con crud. I got a little sick.
Oh, no. How many people total showed up to that thing?
Everybody but you, I think.
When you showed me the live feed, it was like thousands and thousands of people.
Well, which one are you talking about? I did like 3 or 4 with you guys. But
every single video feed you showed me showed thousands of people.
Yeah, because I did some from inside the convention center where I popped on OmniBros the other day. That's when I was running around. I was talking to Jim Chung, and I was trying to get that artist edition or the library edition from David Mack. Yeah, that was a bunch of people. And then I did that one where it was just me going across the street to get something to eat, and that's when I had all like the protesters and all like the body painted chicks and stuff like that. It's a sea of people everywhere you go, in the convention, across the street from the convention. Like, it's just a sea of people everywhere.
It gave me claustrophobia.
Yeah. I think I came home pregnant. Like so many people rubbed
It looked fun though, but it did look like a mob scene.
Yeah. It's. I mean, if you're the kind of agoraphobic person, or if you're just the kind of person who doesn't like being around a lot of people, San Diego Comic-Con would just destroy your life. It's too much.
That's me totally. I can't take a whole lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, that video I did of me crossing the street, it's like that in the convention as well. Like towards the media stuff, like where the Marvel booth is, or like the Warner Brothers booth is, and stuff like that. It's just this. So from the vendors section is pretty quiet because nobody wants to buy comic books at San Diego Comic-Con. And as you walk more towards the other side of the convention hall, it just becomes more and more people until it all just bottlenecks into. The bottleneck happens when you get towards like the major booths, like the exclusive booths, like Hasbro, Mezco, SH Figure Arts, Marvel, Lego, like all that stuff. Everything just becomes a bottleneck of people because everybody's just kind of standing around, like oogling around them. You know, it's crazy.
And were certain artists and creators, were they also mobbed, or did it just depend on the time of day and who the creator was?
It depends on the time of day and who the creators were. But like they were in the artist alley, like where David Mack was, and it was a weird show, honestly, because there wasn't a lot of big name creators there, you know. So like Marvel studios, the movie studios, like the MCU stuff, they canceled. They didn't show up. There wasn't a lot of cosplayers.
There wasn't. No, not that many cosplayers.
Yeah, and not as much as there normally is at a big show like that. So
I'm surprised at that.
Yeah. There you go. So what's going on, man?
Well, you said that most of your haul is packed on your truck from Torpedo that's coming, but you did say you had one thing. Did you have one thing to show us that you made a trade there on?
Yeah. I got a couple of things. Yeah, I mean most of the stuff I bought, I packed away with the Torpedo booth, and it's on its way back home. But I did have a few things that I did pick up from the show. People want to see some hauls.
Great.
One of my favorite things I got was this Fantastic Four shirt. Now that the Fantastic Four is back at Marvel, or not back at Marvel, but not at Marvel's publishing it again, they're busting out all kinds of cool Fantastic Four stuff, like merchandise and things like that. So I got this really nice bitchin' shirt. I like this shirt because it's like it reminds me of the original costume. You get like the black collar around the neck, the black around the arms. It's really great. It's really comfy and breathable shirt. I broke this shirt in pretty quick. I sweated the fuck out of this shirt. This shirt has all kinds of my DNA sweated out of this shirt. San Diego Comic-Con is very humid outside. That's probably what got me sick. It's really cold in the convention center, and then like super humid outside. So I got that. What else? Oh yeah. Also from the Marvel booth, I got this Marvel hat.
That's cool.
And I know I showed you guys pictures when in our chat. I met Joe Madura, Joe Mad, the infamous, amazing, perfect Joe Mad. I met him. I got this Red Monica print from him.
What does it say on it?
Well, he signed it, signed it mad. That's the way he does his signature. And then I was talking to him, and I told him that my favorite X-Man is Maggot, and he created Maggot. He designed Maggot. So he put on here, to Gabe, Maggot rules, which is just proof that Maggot is the best X-Man. I have physical proof from the creator himself that Maggot fucking rules. So there you go. So I got that. That's pretty amazing. What else? Oh yeah, I remember you guys were talking about last week how it's going to tie into Joe Madura again. How you've never seen the Absolute styled Battle Chasers hardcover.
I have not.
Yeah, this thing is amazing, and he signed this for me as well. So just a quick thing is just, you've never seen it before. So here's the front, Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful gully cover here with the werewolves. Here's the side of it. The back's in a beautiful. I wish the back was the front because this has all the characters on it. And then pull it out. Oh shit! So has it's a slipcase hardcover. It does have a dust jacket. The actual book itself is just a bland black. It's like the old school Marvel omnibuses. It's embossed. You can barely see it, but it does say Battle Chasers embossed on the front cover. Here's some of the amazing art on here from Joe Mad himself. But with all that said and done, I met him. He signed it for me.
Nice.
And he even told me, he saw this. He was like, whoa, I rarely ever see these anymore. He says these things go for like $1,500. Last time he saw them, these things go for like crazy, stupid money.
Wow.
So I had a great time talking with him. I'm trying to convince him to do a signing at the store. We'll see how that works. But that would be incredible. I'm going to put this back together real quick. So he did say, I did ask him, because this is one thing that we always have to ask creators, is this going back into print? Now that he's done doing the Battle Chasers video game, now that all that is taken care of, he's going to do a reprint of it. He said, yes, it's going to get reprinted, but as a trade paperback, as a soft cover. So, and also inside of it, it comes with a poster. There's a cool poster that does come with that Battle Chasers thing. So that's super dope.
Nice.
Yep. All right. So give me a second. I'll show you the one thing that I got. I did right before the convention, I got hit up with an email from somebody. Shout out to Warren. I'm not going to give out his full government name. I don't know if he wants his name out there or whatever. But he hit me up because we were talking about whales on the show, and what big whales are still out there when it comes down to like omnibuses and hardcovers and things like that. And there's very little out there, right? Just not too many big whales are left out there in the wild because most of them been getting reprinted and things like that. Like the David Michelini, Todd McFarlane Iron Man's getting reprinted, or I'm sorry, Spider-Man omnibus that's getting reprinted. Crisis on Infinite Earth's got. Not Crisis on Infinite Earth. Infinity Crisis got reprinted. So many of these big books are getting reprinted. So there's very few. A lot of what used to be a whale got reprinted, and when a whale gets reprinted, it basically the value of that book turns into dog shit. It turns into at least half off cover price, like everything else in the omnibus world. But one of the few that are still around, let me reach it. I don't have it. I'm not quite set up correctly. But which ones, as I try to get this taken care of, just what kind of what's a whale out there these days? What's still left? Would you say?
For me, Kabuki Volume 3 that you went to David Mack's booth to try and find for me, which I appreciate. That's a whale still for me. Is Kabuki Library Edition Volume 3. Annihilation, people always ask about. The Ultimates, people ask about. Astonishing X-Men. Secret Warriors, Fantastic Four 1 by Hickman, Wolverine and the X-Men, Wolverine by Frank Miller, Wolverine, yeah, no, not that one. Let's see. There's a lot of whalettes, but those, let's see, Daredevil by Bendis is still out there, is reprinted. First X-Men and the first Thor, the Stan Lee runs, those are still very pricey.
Right. Okay. So, speaking of, I did get the trade that I was talking about. I did trade up for the Jack Kirby Stan Lee Mighty Thor Omnibus Volume 1.
Wow. And what'd you have to give up to get that?
The Boys Definitive Editions 3 and 5.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's a scam because you got those from your warehouse. Oh, fuck. Well, good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah. So big shout out to Warren. Me and him did an awesome trade. He hit me up. He asked for those. Actually, they were. Yeah. So yeah, he hit me up. He asked me for those, and I said, yeah, 100%, man. If you want them, I'll get them. Oh yeah. So that's it. I'm now in the possession of this beautiful Mighty Thor Omnibus. So there you go.
That is excellent. What a great trade for you.
Yeah. Warren's a great guy. He's in the Omnibus Collectors group as well. I know he watches the show, so that's why I'm giving him so much love right now. He packed this thing up like a champ, like packing peanuts, bubble wrap, like the whole 9 yards. He did a great job. He definitely helped me out with that. So yeah, so he got what he wanted. I got what I wanted, and now we're all set to go. So
nice. What other whale is out there for you? Is Silver? No, you got Silver Surfer, right?
I got Silver Surfer. I got Astonishing X-Men. Those are the big whales I was looking for. It's basically the Marvel Silver Age stuff. X-Men Volume 1. And I don't know. I don't really care too much about the Tales of Suspense, the Iron Man stuff. I don't care too much for that. But I would like the X-Men one too. But no big deal. No big deal. So
right. That's a great trade. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Big thanks to him. Well, yeah, you get anything? You got anything to show off today, Mr.
No, I did my big haul on Thursday when I thought I was going to do the show alone, and it turned out that I also, when everybody except Luis was on, I thought I had tons of time to kill, so I just showed off all my my hauls that had come in from the week when I was in California. So no, I really don't have anything to haul to show haul-wise.
Oh, cool. Well, whatever then. The chat's popping off really good, man. Big shout out to all the knuckleheads in the chat there right now.
Yeah, I can, now that we have even more people, I will again I will put in the chat the Facebook page of our charity, which is Comic Books for Kids. It's not our charity, but it's the one we support, where they take 100% of their money. It's all volunteer, and they get comic books, age-appropriate comic books, and get them into the hands of sick kids in hospitals. I talked to the guy, Mark Weiss, on the phone on Friday. He's an excellent guy, 100% dedicated to this charity. So we support it, and we've got a fundraiser going. You can donate just a little bit of money. We announced it on Thursday, and Thursday's viewers pushed it across the goal before the show was over. So now we're adding to it and just trying to get as much money as we can for Comic Books for Kids, and IST is supporting us by giving the code. Okay, I keep spelling it with two B's. Comic Books for Kids. Comic Books for Kids is the IST code. That code gets you 3% on everything. It is not stackable on the 2% loyalty discount. So you just punch that code in, Comic Books for Kids. It's not case sensitive. And you get 3% off extra on all your stuff. So if a book's going for 50%, you get it for 53%, which is amazing.
Yeah, this is a great week too. A lot of great stuff. We'll probably get into that too a little bit. This is gonna be a quick show because I know you're not feeling good. I think I got a xenomorph inside of me somehow. So I feel a little bit like shit. But yeah, so just real quick, I just want to shout out some people in the chat. It's a lot of people are showing a lot of love up here. Iron Cardinal, I always see that guy around. He's a good guy. I ran into a lot of OmniBros came up to the booth.
You did?
Yeah, there's a few out there. Joseph is one I definitely want to give a shout out to. I know he watches. This is funny because this is what great is. We're talking about trades and stuff like that, and the way our community helps each other out. He's the one who helped me find a BPRD Plague of Frogs Volume 4 hardcover about a year ago, I would say. Maybe a little bit shorter than that. Yeah. So I got to meet him. He was great. There's a few more that kept popping in and out of the torpedo booth. Who else is in the chat here? Is this Yavis? I always mess up this guy's name. I feel bad. YVASH.
Oh, Yavash. Yeah,
Yavash,
he's in the Omnibus group.
Is he? Right on. Good guy. Good guy. Tyler Trent. He's saying that we've already made $500. There's only 55 left. Is that regarding the charity or? I
think he might be right. Let's see where we are right now.
That's like one omnibus off of IST, $55. Like for real, guys.
We're at 445.
Oh, right. Yeah. So,
which is awesome. Yeah, 445. So I thank you to all the viewers out there who have been contributing, and to the people on the Omnibus Collectors Omnibus Collectors Comic Swap and Community Group who have been donating too. That's been awesome. The IST code Comic Books for Kids gets you 3% off your order until this Saturday, July 28th at midnight. That's when they cut it off. So get your order in before then.
So definitely hit it up tomorrow. What is it? Is it noon your guys' time?
It's 3 p.m. Eastern time. Okay,
so yeah, that's when IST updates the websites for this week's badass releases. Wait a second. Ricky Nelson. Did Omar already show off the Battle Chasers hardcover?
I can't remember.
What?
He might have. I have a migraine today, and my head is exploding. I feel like I'm full of cotton. He may have showed it quickly on Thursday, but if he did, he didn't do as good a job as you just did. He didn't show me everything.
God damn it, Omar, you son of a bitch. He's not even here.
Well, Thursday's show gets different viewers sometimes than Monday's show, so it's good that you showed it off again.
No, of course. He's still a son of a bitch, though.
Oh, well, okay. I'm not going to disagree with that because he's not here.
Ricky Nelson is also saying that TMNT Volume 3 is out of print, or a whale. I don't know about that. I did a video in our chat. I was at the IDW booth. They have everything there for cons. I don't know if it's – they must have separate stock that goes out to the masses and what they have for conventions, because at their booth they had every single TMNT hardcover, every single Transformers Phase 2 hardcover. They had what's the big red slipcases? They didn't have the Bill Sienkiewicz one, but they did have the George Perez and new Bob Layton one. They had they had the Gargantuan Madman. They had like 4 or 5 of them there. They had a bunch of stuff there at the show still. So
they had Madman Gargantua?
Yeah, they had a couple of them there. Yeah.
That's a whale.
Oh, I wasn't interested. I would have picked it up if anybody needed it, but whatever.
Yeah.
And plus, IDW, like especially like those TMNT things, they'll all be back in print pretty soon, I think. Even David Mack said that Kabuki was going to go back into print sooner or later. So.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to pay huge money for that book. I would like to read the whole series, but I'm not going to go crazy on it.
Yeah. Don't hurt yourself over that book.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
And Dave K, chill out, dude. Give me a break. I've got a migraine. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning, let alone what Omar showed on Thursday's show. So take a second and relax. One thing we can talk about is DC Solicits, because they just solicited a bunch of stuff. And I have it right here. Shazam Power of Hope Deluxe Edition.
Ooh.
Batman Detective Comics, the Rebirth Deluxe Edition, Book 4. Kingdom Come DC Black Label Edition. Crisis on Infinite Earth's Companion Deluxe, Volume 2. Superman World Against Superman. That's a DC Essential. Here's a big one. New Teen New Teen Titans Omnibus Volume 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So they're printing an entire series again. It's not just like the Perez Wolfman stuff anymore.
Right. DC
Excellent.
Comics. Now, this interests me. The Art of Bruce Timm. So I'll want to see that. Here's a big one for people because it's out of print. Hitman Book 1 they're reprinting.
Ooh.
That's not coming till like May of 2019, so almost a year from now. But Hitman's one of the best things DC's ever published, and if you've ever been on the fence about wanting to read it, but you thought it was, you know, too hard to find, this is your chance to get one of Garth Ennis's best writing efforts. Hitman Book 1, I saw it looked like May of 2019.
Yeah, and Hitman doesn't get as much love or shout outs as it deserves either. You don't hear a lot about that.
I agree with that. And the chat, well, I'm reading it from the Omnibus Group's page. It says it's the old trade paperbacks, volume 1 and 2 put together.
Ooh.
So it looks like they're coming out with fat trades for them. And the Flash Rebirth Deluxe Edition Book 4. Here's a big one people have been waiting for forever. Suicide Squad Volume 8 by John Ostrander, to finally finish the run. That's been a big deal for people, waiting a long time for that book to come out. So that's a big deal. It's called Ledgermane.
Oh, real quick, Tony Montana in the chat. That's Matt, not Matt Miranda, but he was at the booth. Tony Montana. He came to the booth. He's in the chat. He's reminding me that we met too. He's from Australia. So. Oh,
cool.
Yeah, so I talked to him at the booth. Speaking of Bruce Timm, both Bruce Timm and Paul Dini stopped at the booth just to look at our comics. Just like they were kind of like digging through long boxes and stuff. So it's kind of cool.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah.
Did they buy anything?
No, they didn't buy anything. They were just kind of just cruising around. I think, you know, after a while, once they get recognized, they kind of want to like, you know, walk away because they don't want to get mobbed as people. We had a lot of big comic book people stop at the booth. We had some, you know, torpedoes on by a big time musician. So a lot of musicians were hanging out at the booth as well. So I sold a Conan #1, 9.8 to the guitarist from Tool.
Whoa, 9.8.
9.8.
That is shockingly good for that book.
Yeah, those old those Bronze Age books like that, even something like Conan, people just read till they fell apart. Yeah, so they're really cool to find that really hard to find that in a 9.8 type of grade. And you know, I was able to sell it to the guitarist from Tool, which is really cool.
That is cool.
Yep. Dave K wants to know how much. A lot.
I bet a lot. That's
a lot.
That's considered one of the two books that started the Bronze Age, along with Green Lantern 76. In this house, anyway. I know other people have a different opinion on when the Bronze Age started, but I think it was Conan 1 and Green Lantern 76. So that's my opinion. So that's a huge book to get in that grade. Wow.
Yeah, $6,000 was the price tag on it.
That's serious dosh.
That's some serious moolah. Kurt Hammett from Metallica stopped by and hung out for a little bit.
Oh, even I know that guy. I don't know the guitarist from Tool, but I know Metallica.
Yeah, Adam Jones is the guy from Tool. Adam Jones, he's a cool guy. He was awesome. I didn't know who he was at first. The lead singer, I think it's the lead singer from Slayer, showed up and was hanging out. You know, because these guys are all friends with John and stuff like that, and they all like to buy comics and stuff too. So it's kind of cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see, Wonder Woman by Azzarello and Chang Omnibus. So that's a big deal. Those of you that didn't get it in absolute form can now get it in omnibus form.
Wow, dude, they're omnibusing that thing already? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Usually, like absolutes is, you know, the absolute. That's it. You know, that's done and over with once they do it like that. You know.
I agree. I think that's great that they're doing that. I think other books deserve the omnibus treatment more than that, since it's already got the absolute. But nobody at DC listens to me, so what am I going to do?
Yeah. Nobody asked our opinion. Hopefully one day, that's our goal, is that they ask our opinion on what should be coming up soon.
Exactly. Teen Titans by Jeff Johns, book 3 coming out. DC Essential Edition of Swamp Thing, Protector of the Green.
Ooh.
Justice League of America, The Bronze Age, Volume 3.
Oh, nice. Crazy, man.
The Outsiders by Judd Winnick, book 1. Lots of people like Batman and the Outsiders. Absolute Batman, The Black Mirror. And let me take a minute to thank Ethan Sutley from the Omnibus Collectors group, who posted all these from Edelweiss. Brooks is on vacation, so Ethan took his place very nicely in talking about all these. So thank you, Ethan, for talking about all these. Wait, did I say Absolute Batman, The Black Mirror?
No, you didn't say that. Really?
Okay, yeah, that was the last one he listed. Absolute Batman, The Black Mirror.
Damn it. I'm going to have to upgrade, because I have the hardcover for that, but an absolute for that book is out of control.
That is pretty cool.
Dude, DC has stepped their game up. Next time I see Jim Lee, I might have to tell him, like, thanks for that or something, because they're really stepping their game up with, like, these releases they're doing. And honestly, a lot of times their binding's been a lot better. Like, the production value on their, like, omnibuses has been way better than Marvel. I told you guys that, right? I see a lot of the omnibuses that come into the store, and the binding's already coming apart and off the ribbon. So gotta watch out for that.
From who?
From Marvel. Marvel omnibuses have been pretty bad coming through for us.
Oh, that's not good. I know that the Miles Morales book had a problem, but I didn't know any other books had a problem.
Yeah, Miles Morales. I've seen a lot of Carnage that was like that too. The last couple of releases have been kind of whack, binding wise and stuff like that.
Ooh, that's not good.
Omnipool. I don't know if Kurt Hammett has a comic book store. I didn't know that, if that's true or not. That'd be cool.
Kratos 99. Yes, I've been reading a ton. Thank you for asking if I have just been lagging. I was on vacation for a week. Then I chose the weekend. I could have either read more books or done videos. I chose to read more books to get content so I could review them. My migraine took over today, and I just couldn't make a video. But yeah, I'm going to be churning out like 3 or 4 videos this week or weekend. I'm going to try and do as many as I can, because I have a ton of books that I read, specifically all my Hickman stuff that I've been reading, and then a ton of other thin trades from Marvel that I've been reading, trying to generate some content for my channel, which is, I don't think I've posted anything in 3 weeks, which is not good.
Yeah, I haven't posted anything in a while either. I feel bad, but I need to get some stuff. I need to get some content up myself. It's going to be a little bit, man. There's a lot going on at the store. There's some changes happening at the store, so I don't know how much time I'm going to have to do any kind of reading or videos or anything like that for a little bit, but we'll see what's up.
You guys are expanding, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you were expanding.
I'm not sure if that's going to happen anymore or not, but there's some other things going on.
You're going to be the manager.
Me and Will are going to. We're trying to stay away from like titles or anybody having absolute power, that kind of stuff. It's Will and I are going to be taking over the store pretty soon. So it's going to be me and him in charge of everything. So
absolute power, basically, you're going to be Thanos then.
Yeah, I'm going to start snapping my fingers and just, taking half the people away.
Cut half price off the books when I come in the store. That's what I need, Thanos price.
That's going to happen, man. That's going to happen.
Woo!
Hey, Matt, hit me up in the PMs, and I'll let you know what's going on.
Okie dokie. So,
real quick, also, kind of haul related too. I did pick up a couple books that are, getting to that whale status of things that are out of print. That we're going to be giving away, everybody. We're going to be doing a 2K giveaway. I did pick up. I was able to score some good books at San Diego Comic-Con as prizes. So those are on their way. Those are on the torpedo truck right now. But yeah, so we'll be doing a 2K giveaway. So tell all your friends, make like 20 different accounts or whatever, and get us up to that 2K.
What are we at right now?
1,400 and some odd number.
Okay, so when we get to 2,000, we're going to do a big giveaway. I have a big book that I can throw in there too. That's a collector's item. And I saw what you picked up. Those are good books too.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Jimmy J. We had Jimmy J on our show. We had him on there promoting the amazing Las Vegas convention. His booth always has like big time, like out of print books, especially like recent out of print books, at his table for like dirt cheap. So. Oh,
he's a retailer too?
Yeah, he's a retailer too. He has like 3 or 4 booths at Comic-Con.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good guy. I enjoyed the interview with him.
Yeah, he's great. He's super supportive. He was just, he still loves the show. He watches it all the time, he says. So, yeah, so shout out to Jimmy J. If you're ever at a convention, seriously, guys, look for Jimmy J Company. Look for their booths. He is always blowing out trades, hardcovers, omnibuses at stupid prices. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. And we might have some more prizes too. We'll try to make this giveaway pretty badass. So we'll have multiple winners, hopefully.
Oh, that's a good idea. Have more than one winner.
Exactly.
Okay, so for those of you just tuning in, the IST code is Comic Books for Kids. And I'll type that in. IST code. We'll
have to edit the video and put that code in the description as well, so people can watch this later and get that code too. And spread that code around, man. Like, whore that code out, everybody.
Get everybody to use it. It's fine with us.
Yeah. We get nothing out of it. Like, we don't get paid for this code, or we don't get a percentage of the sales or anything like that. So don't think that we're trying to get any money out of it at all. This is all for you guys. This is one of our deals, and we got sponsored with ISTs. We wanted to do something like this to give back to everybody. So spread it around. Just whore this goddamn code out.
I love how you say that. Whore it out.
Yeah, whore it out. Just treat it like a blonde at a kegger. Just go for it. Give it to your friends.
Take it easy. Emily's mom might be watching.
Yeah, so just go at it, everybody. Please, just take full advantage of it. No, Tyler Trent. Yeah, no, there's no way we're going to do North Carolina Comic-Con. Comic-Con was not the best for us, apparently. So.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah, it's there's very little comic books. Most of the people who are there who dropped a ton of money to get there, the tickets, travel fees, hotel, all that stuff. They're usually there to try and get like everything else, looking for posters or exclusive toys or stuff like that. Not a lot in the comic book buying. We sold a lot of cool stuff. We had a guy buy about a long box and a half, maybe 2 long boxes worth of like silver and bronze off of us. But yeah, that's why Torpedo, we also do we're going to be doing a convention every year the weekend before San Diego that's purely just high-end comic book vendors, like no cosplay, no toys, no gaming, none of that, just straight comic books. Because one of the dealers that were near us, I was hanging out with them after the show. They went to that Torpedo show and San Diego, obviously. They said, and Torpedo is a one-day show. They said the 6 hours or that one day of Torpedo, they made about as much money as they did the whole week at San Diego. So that'll get you an idea. So this is the first time I did a convention as a vendor, but it seems like the writing is on the wall. It'll probably, I bet within the next 5 years, maybe more, a little bit more. There probably won't be any more comic books at Comic-Con.
That is crazy and sad.
Yeah. From what the people have been telling me, they don't think San Diego. They think San Diego hates not the city or the people, but the convention itself. They don't like comic book vendors. And it's probably because they could probably sell our booth space and all that vendor booth space for 20 times more than what they charge, the vendors for, to like a video game company or like a movie company or something else like that. So they're going to probably keep raising the prices on the booths until it's too much for anybody.
Wow, that makes me sad.
Yeah. Rick Nelson. Yeah, I think a lot of other shows are better for comics. Here's the thing: it's really hard to get into Comic-Con, into San Diego. Really hard. It's a lottery system and stuff like that. So with that much, making that as difficult, that gateway to get through that gatekeeper situation is so difficult that you don't get the guys that want to drop 10, 20 grand on comics or 5 grand on comics. They don't get to go to those kinds of shows. They don't get to get into San Diego. And people who are willing to spend $10,000 on one comic book, they don't want to spend $60 for parking, that kind of stuff. So it's one of those kinds of things.
Here's a good question for us. 2 trailers dropped that got a lot of buzz. Aquaman and Shazam. Did you get a chance to see them?
I saw Shazam. That one looked really cool. I haven't seen Aquaman yet. I haven't seen the new Venom yet. I saw about maybe half of the Titans trailer.
You probably saw the best half, the first half.
I saw up to the fuck Batman part, and
then it dropped off.
Yeah, I don't know, because after that I was like, that's weird. And I saw it. The only time I had like a break to really do anything on my phone, more than like reply to like text messages and stuff, was like while in the bathroom. So I was watching it in the bathroom.
I thought Aquaman looked good. I thought Shazam went way beyond my expectations. I had completely low expectations for Shazam, and man, did it look like Aquaman met my expectations, but Shazam exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, that Shazam trailer just shut everybody up. Like everybody that talked bad about the suit or Zachary Levi being in like a bodysuit or whatever, they shut everybody up. And now everybody's going to give me more. So I hope the movie is as good as that first trailer was, because a lot of times those trailers, are the best that you see out of a movie. So we'll see what happens.
And I forgot to watch the Godzilla trailer.
Oh, there's a Godzilla trailer.
Oh wait,
too?
no, I did watch it. There was like Mothra and everybody else in it. There was like 7 monsters in this movie. Yeah, I did watch it. Yeah, it looked good. I'm a Godzilla fan, so it looked good. So yeah, that was those were the 3 big trailers, and then the Teen Titans trailer that sort of underwhelmed everybody. Of course, I will wait until it comes out to judge it. So that's just me. I like to wait till the things actually come out to judge them.
Yeah, I didn't see the trailers for these ones, but I really liked they call it activations, or like the big booth setups that they do. They were outside of Comic-Con. Castle Rock, which is it's a Netflix series, based in the world of the Stephen King universe, I guess you can call it, because Castle Rock is like a Stephen King made up like town where most of his books take place. That Jack Ryan Amazon series. Oh, right. Yeah, they had a great setup. They had like a helicopter and like a whole like bombed out building kind of thing. That was super cool looking. And what was the other one? Iron Fist 2. They had like a cool setup there and stuff. So
right, that trailer dropped too, right?
Yeah, I saw like 2 episodes of the first Iron Fist series. So I don't know. I don't want to have to watch an entire series of shit to get to the second season.
I have not heard a single person say anything good about that. I haven't either. I really wanted to see it, and people badmouthed it so much that I just never even watched it.
Yeah, me too. Usually that doesn't affect me, but I usually watch and base things off my own opinion. But it was just, I mean, the first couple episodes and then the things that other people said, I just like, this isn't worth my time. So, yeah, Iron Cardinal, yeah, Glass. I didn't see that yet.
I haven't seen that yet either.
I'm pumped for that. I'm super pumped. I loved Unbreakable. I did that
too.
Movie. It was funny. I remember I was working at a restaurant busting tables back when that movie came out. It had to been like 1999, 2000, something like that. And some of the guys I worked with were like, "Oh yeah, you would really like that movie, Gabe. It's about comic books." I was like, "Oh really? That doesn't seem that way about the trailer." So I went to go see it. I'm like, "This isn't about comic books, you asshole." It is used comic books as like, you know, as an easy explanation of the idea of good and evil and stuff like that, and the spectrum of good and evil. But Split, Yavish, you got to see Split 100%, man. Go. I don't want to tell you to stop watching us now, but you need to stop watching us now and watch Split.
After the show, which is only going to be about another 2 minutes.
I was about to say, we're going to end the show now so that you get to go watch, so that you can go see it. Yeah, since we're going to cut it a little short, you want to just get into this week's big releases? We'll just talk about, because I didn't get the email from IST yet about the discount and stuff like that. So.
I didn't get that either.
Yeah.
You did or didn't?
I did not.
No, I didn't either.
Okay. So let's do this. Let me just screen share. We'll go through this real quick.
Okay.
And let's just hit the highlights.
Okay.
So maybe we should do this as a separate video. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll do a separate video of just like solicits and upload it so that people have reference. Who knows? Either way. So, all right, everybody. So here is what you're going to spend your money on this week. 3% less money if you use comics, the number 4 kids.
Comic books for kids.
Comic books. God damn it. Comic books for kids. So yeah, comic books for kids will get you 3% off on top of IST's already excellent discounts. So nothing too big for Image, I would say. Nothing too big also for Dark Horse. IDW, nothing too big there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to scroll through this and make this happen because we're both pretty fucked up. DC Comics, Absolute Authority hardcover volume 2. I need to get. I don't even have volume 1 yet.
Oh yeah, that's a great series.
Hell, I got just a regular hardcover that came out a couple years ago. Those are the ones I have for Authority. Speaking of Teen Titans, we got announced new Teen Titans Volume 4 Omnibus, but this week Volume 3 comes out, and this collects the Judas contract stuff. First appearance of Nightwing, and that whole thing. So, this is Tales of Teen Titans 42 through 68, New Teen Titans 1 through 9, and Tales of the Teen Titans Annual number 3. So it's some great work there from Perez and Wolfman. And I think a few other people worked on it as well. So down in Marvel, we have Secret Invasion Omnibus by Brian Michael Bendis.
I'm kind of on the fence about that.
Why is that?
Well, I'm not sure that I care. Should I care? I haven't read it. I don't know. I mean, I know the premise. Is this a book that I'm going to like?
I think you'll like the actual Secret Invasion issues itself. And I think you'll like, because this has Secret Invasions 1 through 8, Secret Invasion Prologue, New Avengers 31, 32, 39 through 49, Mighty Avengers 7, 12 through 20, and New Avengers Illuminati 1 and 5. The Illuminati stuff is really cool. I hate that they split that up. I wish they would have just put the whole series in there. But the Secret Invasion issues themselves, that 1 through 8, is a great series. I thought that was really fantastic. Yeah. Shield by Hickman and Weaver, hardcover Human Machine.
I'm way excited about that.
Yeah, I don't have the first one. I need to get that. I didn't think this was ever going to happen. This is one of those things I thought would never happen. I didn't think Shield would ever finish let alone get slapped in a hardcover so fast. Because that last issue of S.H.I.E.L.D. came out like maybe a month ago. Like just recently, that last issue of S.H.I.E.L.D. came out.
Right. Yeah. And it's right in time for, they did it just for me, right in time for that Hickman readathon of mine.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah. So it's perfect.
Oh, I also had the Spotlight Cross 10th anniversary hardcover. Got to spotlight that. That's a hardcover. That volume 1 hardcover is kind of like in a whale status as well. There's only 1,000 of these available, it says.
Huh. Okay.
And with Cross, you could just read this and not read anything else for the rest of your life because it'll probably gross you out, depending on if you like that kind of pushing the envelope, very versatile type of storylines.
That story is probably the most envelope pushing I've ever read in a comic book.
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
The envelope is destroyed in that comic.
They didn't just push the envelope, but they cut it open and inserted like penis into it too. So that's what that
Yeah, that Crossed is something.
I'm gonna do a Cross readathon. How about that?
Oh, you should, and then do a review.
That'd be awesome. All right, so that's that, everybody. Keep those in mind when checking out this week's books and using the comic books for kids discount code brought to you by OmniBros and InStockTrades.com. Hell yes. And you can use that code as much as you want for the whole week, right, Jess? It's not just a one-time deal.
Right. You can use it multiple times. So if you forget something, you can go back to it and order it up again and get another 3%, but continue to get your 3%.
Yep.
And
Which is a little bit more than a loyalty discount that you can work in, but you don't get the second. Like you said, the discounts do not stack. But
Correct.
3% higher than the 2% loyalty discount. So have at it.
Right.
Use it and abuse it, everybody. Use it and abuse it.
There was a good question for you. What direction do you see the comic book world going after seeing what you saw at the con, Gabe? Do you think you can make a prediction based on what you saw at the con? The con sounds like it's kind of specialized towards entertainment and not comics.
Yeah. San Diego Comic-Con, I think, is going to eventually go just, the comic book ephemera, the pulp culture kind of status, because it's turned into its own beast. Like, there's really nothing like San Diego Comic-Con. I'm thinking there will be more shows like the one that Torpedo put on, where it's going to be just comic books, because there's still a huge market for comic books. Like, there's still people who want to buy comics, who want to complete a run, who wants to find that Grail book, who needs that first appearance, whatever the case might be. That's still out there. That's never, ever going to go away. But I think there'll just be more shows like that. That's going to be that, which is normally the norm for comic book shows, which is comic books. I think that's going to end up being the new quote-unquote specialty shows.
All right. Mary M. used the code already. Good job, Mary.
Yes, thank you very much. Mary, tell us, what did you get and how much did you save?
Yeah, that's a good question. Just placed an order on 3 Omnis. Very good. Yeah, Mary, what'd you buy? Can you tell us?
Yeah.
Good question.
Was it the Crossed?
Do they have an Omni of the Crossed yet?
No, they don't. I wish. I asked them about it because I got that Providence slipcase not too long ago, and I don't think they knew what I meant, or maybe they don't understand how omnibuses work. But I asked them. I was like, "Oh, hey, I got my order in." I always reply back to Kickstarter when I get my order in. I go, "Hey, thank you, I got it in." That kind of thing. And I asked them, like, "Hey, how about doing something like this for the Crossed?" And they're like, "Oh, well, there's over 130,000 pages worth of Cross material. That'd be one big omnibus." And I was like, "That's not what I mean. I don't mean like an all-in-one omnibus, but like split them up into multiple omnibuses.
Let's see. Mary got Hickman Avengers Volume 2. Good. Miles Morales. Good. Deadpool and X-Force. Nice.
Good picks.
No on Crossed. That's probably for the best, Mary.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, Hickman. God, I'm gonna do a Hickman Avengers run, or a readathon too. But I'm trying to work through Onslaught. I'm doing Onslaught through Heroes Reborn and Heroes Return. That's my readathon right now. I haven't touched it in a while because I've been at the show. I didn't bring any comic books with me to read or anything.
Let's see. Roman just used the code. Spent 60 for Hellboy Omni 1, Invincible Compendium 3, and Day Tripper.
Ooh.
Good job, Roman. Glad to help out.
Bring a tissue with you for Day Tripper.
Yeah, that's a tearjerker book. That is definitely a tearjerker book.
He says you saved about $3. LOL. Thanks, guys. That's an extra $3, and you're welcome. Those things are probably already at least 42% off, probably from IST. So,
right, but everybody loves the IST code.
Hell yeah, that's good.
Okay, they have the Infinity box set again. That's good.
Yep, that's back up. That's been back up. That's good. I think this is the second print, which may not. I think Cameron told us it's not going to include the poster, like the fabric poster that came in the first print.
Right. That'd be a good usage on your 3%.
Yeah, you'll save a lot on that.
Yeah. Okay, we can go about 5 minutes on questions because I got to go. I don't know what I'm going to take.
I'm gonna kill myself on NyQuil and go back to sleep.
I can't take NyQuil, but I don't need it. I have a headache, not a cold.
I take NyQuil for everything. I go, oh man, I stubbed my toe. I need some NyQuil. And that's what I do. I get the bottle, right? Because I went out last night. Man, I didn't sleep at all during Comic-Con either. I slept so bad. I ate so bad. Like, I went to bed every day, probably like 2 o'clock, and then I got up like at 6:30.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then I would walk the Gaslamp District, like downtown San Diego, and I'd find some place to eat, and then I would go to the show because the vendors can get in about 7:45, so we could get in, set up the booths and stuff like that. So I always got up early and did a walk. That's kind of like my exercise, and got something to eat, and we got to the show. And then we just stayed up. I stayed out. I hung out with Jim Mint for a little bit. One night, John took all of us out to a nice Italian restaurant. Like I was always just out doing stuff. So,
yeah, I'm not surprised you got sick.
Hey, Chris M., your mama looks like ass.
I can't believe we're both doing the show, given how we feel.
Yeah, we need to get it going.
Do you think we will get any Shazam Omnibus when the movie comes out in April? That's a good question. I think I just saw a Shazam book on I think I saw a Shazam book back on the collector page.
Dude, people are already blowing up that code.
Shazam Power of Hope Deluxe Edition. I don't know what that is really. Are they? Did somebody else say? Chris M., don't even.
Yeah, so Brandon Robinson said, I use my code on 4 volumes of Suicide Risk since I can't find them here in Canada.
There's Lionheart being a nice guy. Thank you, Lionheart. Get better.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Gabe.
Matthew Guy, on Sunday morning through IST with the code, I got Batman Year 2 Deluxe, Batman TMNT Recent Deluxe Edition, Batwoman by Rucka Williams, and a complete run trade paperback. Yeah, that Batman Rucka Williams stuff is beautiful.
Yeah, the code is good till this Saturday, July 28th at midnight. That's when they cut you off.
So is it cut off when it turns into Saturday or when it turns into Sunday?
You're sitting there reading a comic book at 11:59 p.m. Saturday night, and then the clock strikes 12. It's over.
Okay, so the moment it turns into Sunday, it's gone. Okay, perfect.
Correct.
Don't sleep on that at all. Do it. Make it happen.
Yeah. Jake Jesus, do you think we'll see Hickman FF Volume 1 reprint anytime soon? Nothing would surprise me at this point. See, I think seeing the Punisher Garth Ennis get reprinted, and then seeing the Punisher Marvel Max get reprinted, that's shocked the heck out of me. So I would say anything can happen. Absolutely anything can happen. It wouldn't surprise me a bit.
It'll get reprinted the moment Jake Jesus buys a copy of it on eBay.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of solicitations, they got Gio in our chat hit me up. A lot of people were tagging me on it on the Facebook group too. The Heroes Reborn Fantastic Four is getting a complete collection. That's the stuff right after Heroes Reborn, and it turns into like the Heroes Return stuff. So that's a lot of that's Chris Claremont and Salvador LaRocca. I was hoping for a hardcover, since every single other title during that Heroes Return phase got an omnibus, but no love for the Fantastic Four on that side of things. Yeah, or even an Epic Collection or anything else, but we'll see what happens. I'll take it. I'll get it. If you print Fantastic Four shit, I'll get it.
Yeah, totally. Gabe is the man on Fantastic Four.
I'm on it. I need it all. Even though I have all the issues, I need it collected too. And then if they ever do an omnibus, I need that too. Oh, the Hush omnibus got announced too. That looked awesome. And
yeah,
Hush,
right?
And Hush also got announced to be an animated DC movie as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we're both feeling it right now. So why don't we talk about InStockTrades.com, where you can get up to 50% off on your collected editions with an extra 3% off this week using the IST OmniBros code Comic Books for Kids, the number 4. I've sprinkled it throughout the chat. You can get up to, you order over $50 and you get free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service and fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Once again, the code is Comic Books for Kids. It's in the, you type it in there. It will give you 3% off. It does not stack. It's 3% off everything in the store. And it's cuts off July 28th, Saturday at midnight. The midnight of Saturday. So get all your orders in before then. Let's see. There was one question. What are your predictions for the coming Venom movie, Jess? You think it'll do well? I am not in the business of predicting any movies except for Wonder Woman. I predicted that movie would do well, and I was right. That trailer puzzles me because I think it feels like it'll appeal to only the hardcore fan. I don't know that it's going to generate the kind of widespread appeal that a movie like that needs. That's just how I have based on the trailer. So I could be totally wrong. It could be a $500 million movie in the first week. I don't know.
I need to watch this goddamn fucking trailer now. God, what's going on? Somebody told me like it's like really bloody and gory. Like, was it released or was it just like a Comic-Con thing? Like, is it an actual trailer that I can actually find?
Oh yeah, it's been released for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be able to find it right away.
Apparently, it's supposed to be like super violent too. So we'll see. We'll see, because that's if it is as violent as I heard. Like, I guess in the trailer he's biting people's heads off.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, that just might not be the kind of thing people will take their kids to, but we'll see what happens. Or it might just have that kind of Deadpool kind of like feel to it, where people sneak in to go see it. You know, those are always the good days of going into movies. Sneaking into movies you're not supposed to watch.
Oh, I thought you meant sneaking in without paying. You mean just going into an R-rated movie when you're underage?
Yeah, you go, oh, let me go get a ticket for this kid movie, and then you go, psych, and then you go into Venom. I know I did that a lot as a kid.
Well, we didn't have multiplexes when I was a kid.
Really?
We had just theaters.
Back in my day, we had one screen.
That's right. That is the truth.
$1 would get you 16 movies and 12 sodas and all the popcorn you can eat.
I didn't see my first multiplex till I was let's see, how old was I? About 27. When I moved out here, this girl took me to a multiplex, and I swear the parking lot to me was like something out of Mad Max. It was just cars everywhere going up and down with like 12, 15 theaters. I'm like, what is this? I must have been a country bumpkin at that point, because I'm like, what? She had to lead me through, and I was all dazed. It was our first date, and I was just like, where am I, man? She's, you're not in Kansas there, Toto. Come on. So
she's like, I'm taking you to a talkie. One of them talkie movies I heard about.
That's right, buddy. Okay, so that wraps it up for OmniBros Live. We're both going to go take drugs to feel better. Thank you guys for watching. We always appreciate you guys in the chat. Thank you so much for watching, and we will be signing out now. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and NyQuil. Peace and NyQuil.